Welcome to Sacramento, California, the capital of the great state of California, where the gold rush brought so many people that Sacramento became the capital of this state, and the landmark Tower Bridge that connects Sacramento to West Sacramento, where the A's have temporarily settled at Sutter Health Park. Yeah, the Athletics are here for the second of 3 years before they move to Las Vegas, Nevada. Greg Brown, John Wehner, and Hannah Mears will be here. It's our first trip to West Sacramento, this temporary home for the Athletics. We'll get into what the A's are all about. But first, I want to talk about tonight's Pirates starting pitcher, Jared Jones. Slowly coming along, John, after the surgery. This will be his fourth start. Seems to be getting better and better as he continues to kind of build up.
Yeah, I think he's looked good. You know, you could tell, very competitive guy. He always has been. He comes out there and he comes right at guys. He got to face the Dodgers the last time out, throwing up into triple digits, had the good breaking balls going, the changeup. He ended up going 4 innings, struck out 4, walked 1, got a little help from his friend out in left field, Brian Reynolds, you'll see here, against Shohei Ohtani, going up against the wall, over the wall to rob him of a home run. But just 3 hits, 4 innings, couple earned runs, good outing for Jared.
And his velocity is up. I mean, he's only going to go probably 5 innings, but in those 5 innings, we're seeing that spike in velo.
You kind of see this when guys come off of ligament surgery. And, with Jared Jones, his fastball, a mile and a half harder than it was a couple of years ago. But even the changeup, the curveball, the slider, everything increased in speed, so the ball is getting there on these hitters a little quicker.
StatCast powered by Google Cloud. Now, how about these? I don't want to say Oakland Athletics. We'll say that for 3 days. The Sacramento A's, for all intents and purposes, they're just coming off a series in Las Vegas, which is a real bandbox. This place is a bandbox, but Vegas, they played 6 games there. Ball was all over the place. This is a really competitive team.
It is. They got some guys that can hit, and unfortunately for these pitchers, they got to deal with the conditions not only here, but they had to do it for 6 days in Las Vegas. They're 1 under 500. It's their second season, of course, here. Look at their last 6 games in Vegas. 4-2, 7.8 runs per game, 20 home runs. These guys can really hit. Unfortunately, the pitcher's got to deal with it too. Ball's not going to carry as well here at this ballpark in Vegas, but the ball does fly.
He is not. Boy, that's impressive. Line drive past the shortstop Gonzalez, first and second. Line to right field and a base hit, and they are loaded. 3 hard hit line drives. Yeah, on cue. How about that? 101. Wow, what a job by Jared Jones, fired up in the first inning. 3 straight hits, 3 straight punch-outs. And boy, he left no doubt, John, that was his ball. This ball is going to be tough. O'Hearn back. It's a fair ball. Lines it to left. Valdez tries to get a throw to the plate, and it's 1-0 A's. Jeff McNeil, RBI single.
Boy, that's some good hitting right there. That's 92 on the outside corner at the knees. And we've seen, 3 or 4 balls already. First time through the lineup.
Third in the league in strikeouts. Hits this one hard to left. And Nick Kurtz hits an opposite field home run. Big Amish. His 17th, it's 3-0 A's.
I'm thinking earlier with a guy like Jared Jones who throws so hard, And in this ballpark, and with the way the wind's blowing, and one of the tips being keep the ball in the ballpark.
Gregory Soto, ball bounced to deep third, little slip and a drop. Geloff, so Gonzalez reaches on the air. How about if there's a base hit? How about if Hanna pulled a Johan Ramirez on a home run? There's a base hit, putting runners at first and second, nobody out. Should get one out of it. They do. When he's with Tampa Bay. Little pop up. Shallow left. Look at this ball drop. And a throw to the plate. And Jake Mangum beats his buddy in that at bat and gets the Bucks on the board.
Yeah, again, you hit a bullet, a line drive that you think is a 3-run triple, and you get robbed, and then you get tied up, and just a tiny little. Look at where that pitch is. It's like 6 inches off the plate in. Just muscles it out there. By the way, watch this ball bounce after it hits the ground.
Yeah, it looks like artificial turf.
And he anticipated it.
That's hit hard to right. And that's gone. 2-run homer, McNeil. 5-1 A's. McNeil's third. And second of the night for the Athletics.
As a hitter, you go up there and your first at bat, nice piece of hitting going the other way. You're going to be sitting in. And you think, well, I hit a ball down and away the other way. They're going to probably come in. Wasn't a fastball and looked like a changeup. It was kind of yanked under the inner half of the plate. And he got all of it.
That is a fair ball. That'll be a double. And nobody out. And a base hit. Scores 1, and wow. Looked like third base coach Bobby Crosby was waving. It looked for a minute anyway. He was waving home Wilson, but decides to stop. So it's 6-1.
Hard hit ball up the middle. Jacob Wilson hesitated for a second. Make sure it was a line drive. It got down. So with that little hesitation, well, he did have one wave, and then he stopped him.
Deep to left center field. Off the wall. Played perfectly by Mangum. But the run will score. It's a double for Butler as Geloff scores. And the Athletics increase their lead to 7-1.
Yep. Fastball middle. The approach going the other way. Yeah, there's like a jet stream going out in that direction. This ball stays in the air forever.
Runner goes from first and a base hit. McNeil has 3 hits. Driven in 4, and it's 8-1.
You got the runner being held on over there at first base, so he gets a off-speed pitch down and away. Boy, there's been a couple of pitches he's hit tonight. Hitters don't normally hit, but you see Horowitz
high in the air to left.
No way. That's amazing.
A 2-homer game for Nick Kurtz, and it's a blowout in West Sacramento. Big Amish. 18 home runs now on the year. Opposite field again. 11-1 A's.
It's a pop-up. Anywhere. Maybe Wrigley. Does this ball get out of the park if the wind's blowing out at Wrigley? But that's just a fly ball.
Left center field hit this one a long way. Andy Rodriguez homers his third. A 3-hit night on base 4 times. Again, he is making a statement.
There was no doubt it was a hit. It was just a matter if it was high enough to get into that jet stream. Left center. Impressive.